They did what while you were in there? You seen what happened? Bruh.
Haha, Dom the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone, I'm a charger, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to be speaking on something that I feel like needs to be covered. Alright? You know, growing up, you see a lot of shit on TV, whether it's movies, TV shows. You hear a lot of bullshit from people you know that once was locked up. Or they're telling you a story that they heard from someone who was locked up. You know, word travels around. And a lot of times, you don't get the actual truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit that you fucking hear about people being locked up and the way it is when you were incarcerated be straight bullshit. So for this video, I want to touch bases on the top 3 myths, all right, about prison. This is something that, like I said, you've probably heard before. You know, for anyone who hasn't actually been on that side of the fence, who's heard anything about inside of the fence, you know, this is what they probably think goes down inside of prison. And it's actually time to do some myth busting over here, all right? So I'm going to touch bases on how I feel about the whole situation when it comes to these things. And I'm going to let y'all know the top 3 major myths. Number 1, dropping the soap. That right there is the biggest myth of all. That one is the number 1 thing that a lot of people, when they hear prison, when they think of it, that's the main thing that comes to their mind. Dropping the soap. That right there is such bullshit. 1, you're nasty as hell if your ass is actually going to bend over and pick up the soap once you drop it. It's common sense. You know, who's going to pick that shit up off that nasty floor? You know, there be all muck and algae, fungus and shit all on the floor, and people's kids and shit from people who've been using the shower and get off in there. So no one's gonna bend over and pick that soap up off the ground. You understand? That's one reason. 2, there's so many sissies, you know, which is boys in there, that give that shit up to them type of people that they don't have to take nothing. You understand? It isn't like you see in movies and hear in movies. But that right there is one of the main myth of them all. That's bullshit. Okay, there's throughout my whole bit of being incarcerated, any camp I ever landed at, any institution, not one time did I actually see the soap dropping situation go down. Feel me? It's just straight bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That right there is a big no-no. It is false. Everything you've ever heard about that is not accurate at all. That shit is 100% a myth. Okay? Number 2, the second thing that is a myth, all right, is you will have to join a gang. If you're young, you come in and you know the myth. They say, oh, when you get locked up, they're going to make you get down. You're going to have to get down. That isn't true, okay? That is a myth. All right, that's the first thing that comes to these young bucks' heads when they hear about prison and they want to know what's it like if they go, or when they start asking people, questioning people ask them how old they are. Oh, you're 21? Oh yeah, bro, you're gonna have to become a gang member. You're gonna have to get down. You're gonna have to, you know, join some type of organization. That is a myth as well. Also, you do not have to join nothing. Even if you land at institutions where they make every single person join a gang, you still do not have to join it. Okay, the consequences and repercussions will come of you getting wet up or getting jumped or hit with locks, then making you check in and getting you off the compound, right? But that is still a route that could go down to where you do not have to be a gang member. You understand? If you're with the shits and you're down to get jumped and you're down to rock out and you're going to stand on your own 2 feet and represent where you're from and be on your own and, you know, stand for what you truly believe in, then there's no way they can actually force you to become a gang member. All right? But a lot of people feel like you would have to be a gang member. You feel like no matter what, when I go there, bro, I'm going to have to get down. Because that's what you hear these days. That's the image everybody puts out there. And a lot of people who are gang members, you know, will push that. Because they'll want to feel like they had no other choice. There was always another choice. Straight up. You know, you do not have to be a gang member. All right? So that right there is a myth. That you have to become something. You have to get down. You have to join an organization. Be part of a chapter, structure. That is just a myth. That is not true. I made it through my whole bid not being a gang member. Okay? JIT camp's different. JIT camp, you know, they got all different organizations and gangs to where they make you become something. But if you're not, they're going to just jump your ass. They're going to get on you. They're going to harm you. So a lot of people do become something to avoid the harm being done to them. You understand? But if you literally didn't care about that shit don't phase you, pressure don't bust pipes, and you're down and you're with the shit, then even that can't make you join a gang. Y'all gonna have to do what y'all gotta do then. Because at the end of the day, I'm not joining something that I'm not agreeing and I'm not 100% with. I'm not trying to be this. Alright? You understand? So y'all gonna have to do what you have to do. People get wet up, flipped, X'd out, airlifted, taken off the compound that are not with the program, that do not want to be affiliated. It does happen. But guess what? They still weren't affiliated. You see? So it shows it is possible that it's just a myth. You do not have to be a gang member. Okay? Number 3. This one's a good one right here. You feel me? Number 3. The myth of all you have to do when you get locked up is to knock out the biggest person and everyone else will leave you alone. I know y'all done heard that. First thing I'm going to do when I get locked up, well, I'm going to look for the biggest, baddest person. I'm going to knock their ass out and everybody's going to know to leave me alone. That right there is 100% bullshit. It is not going to go down like that. When you get locked up, there isn't one biggest and baddest person. Literally. And then there'll be silent assassins as well. There'll be people that are like this, low-key, quiet, that do more damage to you than the loudmouth. They might just be, you know, in the shadows and they want the other person to be the face of being the badass. But in all reality, it's them. You know what I'm saying? That isn't going to make it to where you get any type of position. You're not going to knock this dude out and now you run the pound. It don't work like that at all. There's going to always be other people that want to test you for that. There's going to be other people that want some of you now because you tried to show out and act like you're the biggest and baddest because you did something to that person. That is bullshit. If people are going to mess with you, they're going to mess with you regardless. Even if you did that. Even if you went to an institution and you seen the biggest, baddest person, you knocked his ass out like you see in movies. You whoop the person who runs the yard, now you run the yard. No, that is bullshit. That is 100% myth. That is not true. That is not what's going to go down if you are the one that does that. So don't steer yourself in the wrong situation and think that's what it's going to do. All that's going to do is make you a bigger badass than that actual person. That's it. That's you and him. You understand? That isn't going to prevent other people that were going to pick on you or try you or test you, test the heart, see if you're truly living like that. That ain't going to stop them from still doing that. People are still going to try you. But now that they seen you did that to that person, they might take flight and try to harm you first. Which means if y'all get in an argument, they seen what you did to that big badass motherfucker when you came in. So they know, okay, he's living like that. He ain't scared to get his hands on nothing. You know, so I'm going to make sure I harm him first. So all it does is it makes you kind of like a target. You know what I'm saying? That's all it does. And it could go 50-50 both ways. It can make it to where the people who wanted to mess with you ain't going to mess with you. But now other people who weren't going to mess with you are going to mess with you. You understand? So that right there is another myth that I just got to get out of there. That to let y'all know, if you get locked up and you decide to go up to the biggest and baddest person and beat his ass, that's going to make people feel like they're not to mess with you. They ain't going to fuck with you. That is a bullshit. That is a no-no. That is a myth. Let's get that one out of there. All right? Now, those are the 3 top major myths right there. Y'all remember those. These are straight facts, okay? This one I'm going to touch bases on right here. To me, it's a myth, but it's got to be addressed more than just, you know what I'm saying? And what this one is the honey bun on your bed. If you've been to prison in Florida, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that don't, I'll do a little recap. When you get locked up, it don't matter if it's your first time in prison, third time in prison, seventh time in prison, 11th time in prison. It don't matter. Every time you get locked up, if you go to South Florida Reception Center or wherever you get locked up at, they're going to bring you into the orientation at your reception center. When you go into the orientation, they're going to show you that VHS tape. If you've been to prison down here, you know what I'm talking about. That VHS tape they stick inside that VCR and make you watch. It's supposed to be orientation. One of the video clips that they show you in there is they show you never take the honey bun off your bed. If someone puts a honey bun on your bed, you don't take it off your bed. Okay, and the reason they do that is because they try to say that someone else is going to want something else in return, like some sloppy toppy or your culo or whatever it may be. Or they're going to feel like you're in debt, you owe them. And it could be they gave you a honey bun and you ate the honey bun, but now you're in debt with them forever. Or they want more than that. They might say, nah, bro, that honey bun meant more to me than a honey bun. And all this shit. That right there is a myth. Okay? Not one time while I was locked up did I ever see anybody ever place a honey bun on someone's bed. Or ever had anyone put a honey bun on my bed. Okay? That right there is just straight bullshit. Tries to get in your head when you first get there. Okay? Now, the funny thing is, we used to laugh, though, at our homeboys. Grab a honey bun, throw it on one of your dog's beds, because as soon as they see it, first thing that pops to their mind is the VHS tape. You understand? And then we'd all laugh, walk over there, grab the honey bun, and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because no one's ever seen that go down. Nobody. Anyone I ever asked, even old school people that been in there serving life sentences, people that, first thing I'd ask them, how long you been here? 74 years. For real? Man, I've been in here for so long. Have you ever one time seen anybody put a honey bun on someone's bed? And they'd start laughing. Nah, hell no. That's just some bullshit. That right there, if they show you that VHS tape, do not think they want you to think that that's what you're going to go through. You're not going to go through that. And me personally, that shit going to go three ways if someone ever actually put a honey bun on my bed. One way, I'm going to open that bitch up. Hey, bet that up, y'all. Whoever left this honey bun, it bitch swinging. I'm going to eat your shit because you put it on my bed. Or two, I'm going to throw that bitch out in the middle of the damn dorm. I'm going to let anybody who jumps on that shit can have it. Free honey bun on the market, bitch. I'm going to throw that shit out there. And the person scoping, watching is going to see like, damn, he disrespected my shit. In all reality, hey, someone dropped a honey bun on my bed, bro. It ain't mine. Throw that bitch right out there in the middle of everybody going to jump on it. And then that person's going to want his honey bun. So he going to stand up and be like, nah, y'all, boy, that's my shit. Now you see who tried to play with you like that. Who tried to joke with you like that. You feel me? Instead of it being like a hidden person trying to see you eat it. You know? Then the third thing I'll do is, hey, y'all, knowing that people are probably watching you, whoever put it on your bunk, pick that bitch up. Don't even think twice. Be like, hey, I got a honey bun for 2 suits. I got a honey bun for 2 suits right now. Knowing damn right well that's a good deal. People gonna get them 2 suits for that honey bun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sell that shit. Those are the 3 things I would do if someone ever put a honey bun on my bed. You feel me? But that right there is another myth, okay? That is something that I feel like needs to be brought up more, you know, because everyone's seen that VHS, you know, unless you was in orientation sitting there like this and you wasn't paying attention to the actual film. But everybody's seen that video. They show it to you over and over again. That is not happening in prison. They are not putting a honey bun on your bed, and if you eat it, now they want your culo or sloppy toppy, or they want more than a honey bun back in return. Okay? Now, I know there's people out there that would, of course, you know, try people and be like, here, bro, and try to give you something to lure you in and stuff like that, you know. Like, here, bro, you want a cigarette? Or, oh, you hungry? And give you something, and then try to tell you you're in debt with them. That does go down, but that isn't the same scenario of what they show in the VHS when they show you the honey bun on your bed. That's what I'm speaking on. The honey bun being placed on your bed in return for your ass or something is all a myth. It's all bullshit. It is not going down. Because like I said, there's so many sissies in prison that are giving that shit up to where them bandits ain't even got to be bandits no more. Everybody just knows they mess with boys. See what I'm saying? That's how it truly is. You know, and I wanted to come on here and touch topic of these things. Because if you're someone who ain't been to prison, if you're someone that, you know, low-key has that criminal mindset, but you never fully made it to the institution. You just grew up getting in a little bit of trouble here and there. It started off in school, then it started off, you got, went to the detention center as a juvenile, or, you always evaded actually being locked up, but you did get in trouble and caught a couple times. You can't stay out of, harm's way, and you feel like you're ever going to go to prison. These are the type of things that you got to always remember are myths. Straight bullshit. They were put there just to mind fuck you, to make you think that these are the type of things you're going to be going through when you're incarcerated. For someone who has not been locked up inside that gate, first thing you think of when you think of prison, or what would happen if you went to prison, is you would think of dropping the soap. That's where you hear all the bullshit, put a rope around it, or they got ropes around the soap so you don't drop it. Yeah, they got the ropes. You could put something around your soap if you wanted to, and I'm pretty sure pretty much some places probably do have ropes around their soap. But that ain't because if you drop the soap, you're going to bend it over and someone's going to take that shit from you. No, that's because they don't want to drop their soap. They don't want to lose their soap, because once you drop that shit on that dirty ass shower, it's a wrap. Nobody wants to pick that shit back up. People don't even shower without shower slides in prison because they don't want to get foot fungus and step on all the nasty ass germs and stuff like that. So if a soap falls down there, that shit's just charged to the game. So if there's a rope on it, or if people are walking around saying that they don't want to drop their soap, it isn't because it has anything to do with what you would have thought when you hear about it. That is just a myth to push it, to scare you from going to prison. You understand? That's really because it's a loss of your soap. If you just paid $1.19 for this bar dial soap and you used it for fucking a quick 8 seconds and then whoa, there it went, do, bounces across the ground, that shit's charged to the game. You just lost $1.20 right there. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. You feel me? So I wanted to come on here and tell y'all these things. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all in the comment section, y'all that keep up with me frequently, y'all know how I am. I like when y'all leave comments. So I want y'all to drop anything inside of the comment section that you heard of when you were younger, that when you got locked up, you found out it was a myth. You found out it was bullshit. Or if you can relate to the actual things that I'm telling you right now are myths, feel free to put it in the comment section. When I speak on Florida prisons. I can't speak on all around the world because I know shit be different everywhere. You feel me? But at the same time, I know that a lot of people in a lot of different states can relate with the things that I'm saying. So when I say this shit, I say it with my chest out. And this is that real spill. I speak nothing but facts. I'm going to give it to you, that real shit, every single time. You feel me? But if you're someone from somewhere else and there's a myth that you heard of when you were younger, and then when you got locked up, you found out it ain't true, man, put that shit in the comment section. Not just me, but everybody else reading the comments would love to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's all types of myths. I'm just covering the main ones. These 4 were just the main ones that I know people down my way can relate to. And I'm pretty sure people from other places done heard these same shits and think a prison to this day is off of what those myths are. And I'm here to tell you, nah, don't fall for that shit. But anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Like I always say, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one on up. Before I go, all right, I announced over a week ago on my gaming channel, KFROG Gaming, that I just announced the giveaway over there. All right, for a brand new PlayStation 5. Feel free to go over there, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and check the community tab, and you will see where I announced how to do the giveaway. All right, enroll yourself in the giveaway. Try to be a lucky winner to a brand new PlayStation 5 over there. It don't hurt, it's free. I go live over there almost every single night. Live stream, video cam, commentary, hang out. I answer questions in the comment section, all that. You feel me? Feel free to jump on over there. Come hang out with us. Try to get you or your loved one or your kid or something a brand new PlayStation 5, courtesy of KFROG Gaming. That's what I want to say right before I wrap this one on up. But y'all remember, man, keep them squares out your circle. Keep them rats, chomos, snakes, fakes, lamos, people that are stepdaddies. Keep all them shit out your circle. And until next time, it's the one and only Frog.